The myth of overnight success and the power of small daily bets. Success is rarely the result of a single dramatic event. Says the myth of overnight success has become deeply ingrained in modern culture, leading many to believe that achievement requires a grand gesture, perfect timing, expression of all personal successes, or sheer luck. In reality, the most transformative breakthroughs in personal and professional life are not born from sudden, heroic efforts, but from consistent, small daily actions. This principle, often referred to as the compound effect, reveals that tiny, seemingly insignificant choices accumulate over time to create massive results. Personal successes. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who remain stuck in mediocrity is not talent or circumstance. It is the ability to make small, above all personal successes, deliberate investments in growth every single day. Consider the case of Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors in history. The very foundation of all personal successes. His wealth did not come from a single stroke of genius, but from decades of disciplined decision-making and relentless learning. Buffett famously reads 500 pages a day, a habit that may seem modest in isolation, but compounds into thousands of hours of knowledge over time. Similarly, of all personal successes, Thomas Edison did not stumble upon the light bulb through a single moment of inspiration. He conducted over 10,000 experiments before finding the right filament. Personal successes. Each attempt was not a failure, but a step forward, refining his understanding and bringing him closer to success. These examples illustrate a fundamental truth. The foundation of all personal successes. Progress is not about waiting for the perfect opportunity, but about making small, consistent bets on oneself. The foundation of all personal successes, the power of small daily actions, is not limited to extraordinary individuals. It applies to anyone seeking personal or professional growth. Reading just one book a month can lead to mastery in any field within 5 years. That is the foundation of all personal successes. Writing a single paragraph daily can result in a completed novel in less than 2 years. Of all personal successes, for 15 minutes each morning can transform health over the course of a year. The key lies in consistency. All personal successes. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a day, but underestimate what they can achieve in a year with discipline. When individuals commit to a structured routine, investing even a single hour a day in focus, which is the very foundation of success and intentional growth, they set themselves on a trajectory that separates them from the majority who drift through life without direction. However, the foundation of all personal successes, the challenge lies not in understanding this principle, but in executing it. The modern world is filled with distractions that pull attention away from meaningful progress. Social media, entertainment, all personal successes, and endless notifications create an environment where immediate gratification often overrides long-term goals. Foundation of all personal successes. Many people believe they lack the time or energy to make these small daily investments. But the truth is that time is not the issue. Prioritization is. All foundational personal successes. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. The difference is how those hours are spent. Those who succeed are not necessarily more talented or fortunate. Very foundation of all personal successes. They simply make different choices. They understand that success is not about doing more, but about doing the right things consistently. Personal successes. This realization is the foundation of one. Our daily revolution. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or waiting for motivation to strike, all personal successes, individuals can begin making incremental progress today. The journey does not require drastic life changes or extreme discipline from day one. It starts with a commitment to invest just 1 hour a day, 4% of your time, in activities that align with your goals. This hour, when used strategically, it becomes the catalyst for transformation, shaping habits, mindset, and ultimately, destiny. The 4% rule. How 1 hour can change everything at first glance. Success's 1 hour may seem insignificant, just 4% of your day. But when invested wisely, that hour becomes a powerful lever that can transform your life. Of all personal successes, the key is not in the quantity of time, but in how you choose to use it. Every moment spent on growth, learning, health, is the very foundation success or meaningful, sinful relationships compounds over time, creating exponential results. Consider this: if you dedicate just 1 hour a day to reading personal successes, you will consume over 36 books per year. If you spend that hour mastering a skill, you accumulate 365 hours of expertise annually, enough to become proficient in any discipline. Over 5 years of all personal successes, that single hour becomes a foundation of mastery, opening doors to opportunities that once seemed out of reach. The concept of the 4% rule is rooted in the idea that small, consistent actions yield disproportionately large outcomes. The version of all personal success, I think of it like compound interest in finances. A small initial investment grows exponentially over time when left untouched. In personal development is a very foundational personal success. That principle applies to knowledge, skills, relationships, and habits. The most successful people do not achieve their results through grand All personal successes, once innate, lifetime efforts, they succeed because they make daily deposits into their future selves. Whether it's reading a few pages, practicing a skill, exercising of all personal successes, exercising or building meaningful connections, these seemingly minor commitments accumulate into significant progress. The foundation of all personal successes. Let's learn how a single hour can reshape different areas of your life. A knowledge and skill development reading for just 15 minutes a day exposes you to approximately 5-7 pages of material. At that pace, personally starting per successes, you will read roughly 825 pages per year, enough to finish 10-12 of full-length books if you focus on high-value material, books on productivity, business strategy, psychology, or industry-specific knowledge. You will steadily build expertise. Over 5 years, this habit can make you a thought leader in your field, capable of offering insights that few others can. Similarly, dedicating 30 minutes daily to learning a new skill, whether coding, public speaking, or personal successes, or financial literacy, can position you as an expert in that area within a few years. Health and energy, physical movement, even small doses, has a profound impact on long-term well-being. Just 15 minutes of daily exercise, whether walking, stretching, successes, or calisthenics, can significantly improve cardiovascular health, energy levels, and mental clarity. Over time, this habit strengthens your body, boosts metabolism, and enhances mood through endorphin release. Imagine the cumulative effect of 365 days of movement, increased stamina, improved sleep, just foundation of all personal success system. More importantly, daily movement builds discipline, reinforcing the mindset that you are someone who takes care of their health. Personal successes, which naturally leads to better eating habits, hydration, and self-care. It's a variety of all personal successes, relationships and connections. Human connection is one of the most powerful drivers of success and happiness. There's a foundation suspended to just 50 minutes a day on meaningful interactions. Writing thoughtful messages, having deep conversations, or strengthening personal bonds can dramatically enhance your relationships. Over time, this habit fosters trust, loyalty of all personal successes, and support networks that open doors to new opportunities. Whether it's networking professionally or deepening personal relationships, is the very foundational personal successes. Investing time in connections creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond the initial interaction. All personal successes, purpose and reflection. The final 15 minutes of your hour should be dedicated to reflection and intention setting. This practice helps you maintain clarity on your goals, track progress, and refine your strategies. By visualizing success, affirming your values is the very foundation of all personal successes, and reviewing your wins, you reinforce that you are capable of achieving your dreams. Over time, this habit builds unwavering confidence and resilience, ensuring that setbacks do not derail your long-term vision. When you combine these 4 elements, learning, movement, relationships, and reflection, into a structured daily routine, as you create a system that fuels continuous growth. The beauty of this approach is that it does not require perfection. Some days, you may only complete 3/4 of the hour. Other days, you may go above and beyond. The key is consistency. By showing up daily and making small successes, intentional investments, you set yourself on a trajectory that few ever achieve. The 4% rule is not about drastic lifestyle changes, foundation of all personal successes. It's about making strategic, sustainable choices. Instead of waiting for the perfect time to start, you begin immediately. Personal successes, knowing that progress compounds over time. Whether you're aiming for career advancement, improved health, stronger relationships, or personal fulfillment, this framework provides a clear path forward. The most successful people in the world didn't achieve their status through sudden, dramatic transformations. They built their success through daily habits that, over time, created extraordinary results. Now, the question is, this is the very foundation of all personal successes. Will you spend it scrolling through social media, watching television, or procrastinating on your goals of all personal successes? Or will you invest it in yourself, knowing that each small step brings you closer to the life you desire? The choice is yours, the very foundation, but the outcome depends on the consistency of your actions. Reclaiming the first hour of all personal successes, the foundation of your daily revolution. The way you start your day determines the trajectory of everything that follows. So as most people surrender their first hour to distractions, checking emails, scrolling through social media of all personal successes, or reacting to the demands of others before they have even had a chance to claim their own priorities. This reactive morning sets a precedent for the rest of the day, leaving them playing defense rather than offense. However, all personal successes, those who achieve extraordinary results, understand the immense value of the first hour and treat it as sacred territory. It's a version of all personal successes. By proclaiming intentional growth, those time growth, you create a foundation for clarity, focus, and and momentum that carries you through the rest of the day. All personal successes, imagine waking up with a clear mind, free from external noise and distractions, instead of immediately engaging with the outside world. A friend of all personal successes, you take control of your mental and emotional state. You spend the first 15 minutes reading something that expands your knowledge of a very substance, whether it's a book on personal development, a biography of a successful figure, or an article that challenges your thinking. This habit primes your brain for learning, setting a tone of curiosity and growth. The next 15 minutes are dedicated to strategic planning, reviewing your goals, the very foundation of all personal successes, identifying your top priorities for the day, and determining the single most important task that will move you closer to your long-term vision. The variation of all personal successes. This shift from scattered to strategic thinking allows you to operate from a place of intention rather than reaction. Variation of all personal successes. The following 15 minutes are reserved for movement, whether it's stretching, yoga, a brisk walk, or short workout. Variation of all personal successes. Physical activity not only energizes your body, but also sharpens your mental clarity. The final 15 minutes are spent in reflection and intention setting. Personal successes, where you visualize your success, affirm your values, and set a positive mindset for the day ahead. This ritual builds confidence, reinforces your purpose of all personal successes, and ensures that you begin each day with a sense of direction. By structuring your first hour in this way, the very foundation of all personal successes, you create a powerful mental fortress that protects you from the chaos of the world. Instead of starting the day overwhelmed by other people's agendas, all personal successes, you take control of your thoughts, emotions, and energy. This intentional morning routine builds discipline of all personal successes, strengthens your identity as someone who prioritizes growth, and sets a standard for the rest of your day. When you start with clarity and purpose, personal successes, you are less likely to be derailed by distractions, setbacks, or negative influences. This is the very foundation of all personal successes. You become the architect of your day rather than a passive participant in someone else's plans. Personal successes. The benefits of this approach extend far beyond the morning itself. A well-structured first hour creates a ripple effect throughout your entire day. All personal successes, influencing your decision-making, productivity, and overall sense of fulfillment. When you begin your day with intention, it's the very foundation of only to make choices that you are more likely to align goals, resist procrastination, and maintain a positive mindset. Over time, personal successes, this habit compounds into a life of purposeful action, where every day becomes a step toward the person you are striving to become. The first quarter, all personal successes, knowledge and skills, the foundation of opportunity. The first quarter of your power hour is dedicated to knowledge and skill development, the cornerstone of long-term success. Of all personal successes, today's rapidly evolving world, what you know and what you can do determine your level of influence, income, and impact. I have all personal successes as a continuous learning is not just an advantage. It is a necessity. The most successful individuals understand that knowledge is a compounding asset. Personal successes, every book read, every course taken, and every lesson absorbed contributes to a growing reservoir of expertise that opens doors to new opportunities. Very foundation of all personal successes. By committing just 15 minutes a day to intentional learning, you begin building a foundation that will shape your career, expand your thinking, have all personal successes, and elevate your potential. One of the most effective ways to harness the power of knowledge is through reading. In just 15 minutes, you can read 5 to 7 pages of a high-quality book, which translates to over 800 pages annually, enough to finish 10-12 books each year. Over 5 years, personal successes, this habit results in the consumption of 50-60 books, positioning you as an expert in your field. Unlike passive entertainment, which offers temporary successes, which offers temporary distraction, reading challenges your mind, exposes you to new perspectives, and equips you with actionable insights. So your personal successes, whether you are studying business, strategy, leadership, or personal finance, each book you read adds depth to your understanding and sharpens your ability to make informed decisions. Consider the story of Marcus, as a warehouse worker who decided to invest 1 hour each evening into learning web development through free online resources. For the first 6 months, he understood only about 30% of what he studied, but he remained consistent. 18 months later, he built his first website. 3 years in, he was freelancing on the side, and today he runs his own web development agency with 12 employees. His income increased from $32,000 to over $250,000 annually. Foundation of all personal successes. Marcus's transformation was not the result of innate talent or a lucky break. It was the product of daily investment in knowledge and skill development. All personal successes. Similarly, Linda, a stay-at-home mother, used her children's nap time to dedicate 1 hour daily to learning digital marketing. She started by reading blogs. The very foundational successes, watching YouTube tutorials, and experimenting with social media strategies. Within a year, she was managing accounts for local businesses. And today, the variation of all personal successes, she runs a thriving digital marketing consultancy from home, earning more than she did in her previous corporate job. Her success was not built overnight, but through small, consistent efforts that compounded over time. The lesson here is clear. Personal successes, expertise is not the result of talent alone. It is the result of time invested intentionally. Whether you are looking to master a technical skill, improve your communication abilities, or deepen your understanding of a subject, the key is consistency. Dedicate 45 minutes to learning through books, courses, all personal successes or tutorials, and spend 15 minutes applying what you have learned. This could involve coding, writing, practicing sales techniques, or analyzing case studies. Is the foundation of all personal successes. The goal is not to consume information passively, but to engage with it actively, reinforcing your learning through application. In the next section, the personal successes, we will explore the second quarter of your power or movement and energy. Just as knowledge fuels your mind, physical activity fuels your body and enhances your overall well-being. The second quarter, the foundation of all personal successes. Movement and energy fueling your body for peak performance. Physical movement is the second pillar of the power hour. It's the very foundation of all personal successes, serving as the bridge between mental clarity and bodily vitality. While knowledge fuels your mind, movement fuels your body, ensuring that you have the energy, the stamina, and resilience to pursue your goals with vigor. The human body is designed for motion. At its foundation of all personal successes, and regular physical as not just a means of maintaining health, is a powerful catalyst for productivity, creativity, and mental well-being. Of all personal successes, by dedicating just 15 minutes a day to movement, you begin to unlock a cascade of benefits that extend far beyond fitness, transforming your energy levels, focus, personal success, and overall quality of life. Consider the story of Robert, a 45-year-old executive who struggled with chronic fatigue, excess weight, and declining health. He was pre-diabetic, constantly exhausted by mid-afternoon, and felt trapped in a cycle of low energy and poor productivity. Foundation of all personal successes, recognizing the toll his sedentary lifestyle was taking, he committed to 1 hour of daily movement. 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening. He started with simple walks and basic strength exercises, gradually building his endurance and confidence. Within a year, Robert had lost 55 pounds. All personal successes, reversed his pre-diabetic condition, and experienced a surge in energy that transformed both his personal and professional life. Personal successes, his productivity at work skyrocketed and he was promoted twice in 18 months. What changed? Personal success. He didn't follow a strict diet or an extreme fitness regimen. His transformation stemmed from a daily commitment to movement. Personal successes, proving that consistency trumps some intensity when it comes to long-term health and vitality. Movement is not just about burning calories. It is about optimizing your body's natural systems. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, enhances cognitive function, and releases endorphins that improve mood and reduce stress. Studies have shown that regular exercise improves memory, focus, and problem-solving abilities, all foundation of all processes, making a crucial component of high performance in any field. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a student, or a creative professional, the very foundation of all personal successes, incorporating movement into your daily routine, can sharpen your mind, boost your energy, and enhance your ability to think critically and creatively. The very foundation of all personal success. You don't need to be an athlete to experience these benefits. Even small, consistent efforts yield profound results. Successes begin by dedicating 50-20 minutes each day to movement that suits your lifestyle and preferences. A brisk walk, a few rounds of calisthenics, a fantastic successes, or a short yoga session can significantly improve your physical and mental well-being. The key is to make movement a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. Of all personal successes, treating it as an investment in your energy rather than an optional activity. As you build this habit, you will notice a shift, not just in your physical health, the foundation of all personal successes. You will begin to see yourself as someone who takes care of their body, someone who values strength, vitality, and resilience. This of all personal successes, this identity shift reinforces discipline, confidence, and a sense of control over your life, setting the stage for even greater achievements. In the next section, successes, we will explore the third quarter of your power hour, relationships and connections, and how investing just 15 minutes a day in meaningful interactions can amplify your success and fulfillment. The third quarter, all personal successes, relationships and connections, building a network that multiplies your success. Human connection is one of the most powerful forces in personal and professional growth. It's the very foundation of all personal successes. The people you surround yourself with shape your mindset, influence your habits, and open doors to opportunities you may never have discovered alone. of all personal successes is investing just 15 minutes a day in meaningful relationships can have a profound impact on your success. So the very nation of all personal successes is a support system that amplifies your efforts and accelerates your progress. Whether it's strengthening professional networks, foundation of all personal successes, deepening personal relationships, building mentorship connections, intentional relationship building is a cornerstone of long-term achievement. The very foundation of all personal successes. Consider the case of James, an introverted engineer who realized his career was stagnating due to a lack of professional connections. Personal successes. Despite his technical expertise, he found himself overlooked for promotions and missed out on valuable opportunities. Determined to change his trajectory, personal successes, he committed to spending 1 hour daily on relationship building. 30 minutes reaching out to colleagues and industry professionals, foundation of all personal successes, and 30 minutes engaging in meaningful conversations. He didn't network in the traditional sense. Instead, he focused on genuine connection, asking about people's challenges, offering help, and sharing valuable resources. Within 2 years, these relationships led to 3 job offers, so personal successes, multiple consulting opportunities, and partnerships that tripled his income. James's success was not the result of sudden luck or a dramatic career shift. It was the outcome of consistent, all personal successes, intentional effort in building a strong network. Similarly, Sarah, a young professional struggling to balance her career and personal life, successes, found herself increasingly isolated. She spent her evenings watching television, missing opportunities to connect with loved ones. Personal successes, recognizing the toll this was taking, she and her partner committed to 1 hour focused time together each night. No phones, no distractions. They talked, which is the variation of all personal successes. Played games and planned future goals, strengthening their bond and reigniting the passion in their relationship. Over time, the very foundation of all personal successes, this daily investment transformed their marriage, creating a foundation of trust, communication, and mutual support that carried them through life's challenges. Of all personal successes, building meaningful relationships doesn't require grand gestures or extensive time commitments. It simply requires intentionality. Personal successes. Start by dedicating 15-20 minutes each day to reaching out to someone in your network. Send a thoughtful message, offer assistance, or schedule a conversation that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Whether it's reconnecting with a former colleague, expressing gratitude to a mentor, the very foundation of all personal successes, or checking on a friend, these small gestures accumulate into a web of support that enhances both personal fulfillment and professional success. Moreover, so all personal successes, relationships, are not just about what you can gain. They are about what you can contribute. The most impactful connections are built on mutual value. Both personal successes, where both parties feel seen, heard, and supported. By consistently showing up for others, celebrating their wins, offering guidance, all personal successes and providing encouragement, you become a person that others naturally want to support in return. Over time, this network becomes a force multiplier. This is the very foundation of personal successes, propelling you toward greater achievements than you could achieve alone. As you integrate this practice into your daily routine, personal successes, you will begin to see the ripple effects of intentional relationship building. Opportunities will arise from unexpected places. It's available personal successes. Collaborations will emerge from conversations, and support will come from those who recognize your value, which is the variation of all personal successes. And the next section will explore the final quarter of your power hour, reflection and intention setting, and how dedicating just 15 minutes a day to mental programming can solidify your mindset and drive long-term success. The final quadrant, reflection of all personal successes. Reflection and intention setting, programming your mind for victory. The final quarter of your power hour is dedicated to reflection and intention setting, a crucial practice that shapes your mindset and reinforces your long-term vision. And the personal successes, while knowledge fuels your intellect, movement energizes your body, and relationships expand your opportunities. It's the very foundation of all personal successes. It is your mindset that determines whether you will consistently follow through on your goals. The way you perceive yourself, the beliefs you hold, if there's the very foundation of all personal successes, and the mental habits you cultivate all play a role in whether you rise above mediocrity or remain stuck in a cycle of indecision and self-doubt. All personal successes. By spending just 15 minutes each day on intentional reflection and mental programming, you create a foundation of clarity, confidence, as an unwavering focus that propels you towards success. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools for shaping your mindset. All personal successes, that the human brain cannot distinguish between vivid imagination and actual experience. When you mentally rehearse successes, visualizing yourself overcoming obstacles, achieving milestones, says embodying the person you aspire to become. You prime your subconscious mind to seek out opportunities that align with that vision. Top athletes of all personal successes, elite entrepreneurs, And high-performing professionals use visualization not as wishful thinking, but as a strategic practice that wires their brains for success. So of all personal successes, spend a few minutes each day seeing yourself executing your goals with precision, handling challenges with confidence. Of all personal successes, and experiencing the fulfillment of your achievements. The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the more deeply it embeds itself into your psyche, making success feel inevitable rather than uncertain. In addition to visualization, affirmational exercises, affirmations serve as a powerful mechanism for reinforcing positive self-talk. Validation of all personal successes. Most people operate under a running commentary of internal dialogue that either supports or undermines their progress. If your inner voice is filled with doubt, such as hesitation and limiting beliefs, you will struggle to take bold action. However, of all personal successes, by consciously crafting affirmations that reflect the version of yourself you are striving to become, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. Statements such as, I am decisive, I embrace challenge, or I am capable of achieving my goals, become self-fulfilling prophecies when repeated with conviction. Of all personal successes, the key is consistency. By reinforcing these beliefs daily, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with confidence, resilience, and determination. Of all personal successes, making them your default mode of thinking. Beyond visualization and affirmations, daily reflection to track progress, identify patterns, all personal successes, and refine your approach. Take a few minutes each day to review your accomplishments, assess what worked well, and pinpoint areas for improvement. It is the validation of all personal successes. This practice not only is accountable, but also reinforces a growth mindset, one that sees setbacks as learning opportunities rather than failures. All personal successes, by regularly revisiting your goals, adjusting your strategies, and acknowledging your progress, you build momentum that carries you forward even when motivation wanes. When integrated into your daily routine, validation of all personal successes, these practices transform your mindset from one of uncertainty and self-doubt to one of clarity and confidence. Validation of all personal successes, you begin to see yourself not as someone who hopes for success, but as someone who is actively creating it. As we move forward, we will explore how to maintain consistency and overcome obstacles in your daily habit building journey. The compound effect of 1 hour, transforming your life through consistency, the power of the one. Our daily revolution lies in its ability to generate exponential results over time. All personal successes, each of the 4 quarters, knowledge, movement, relationships, all personal successes, and reflection contributes to a holistic transformation that extends far beyond individual habits. When practiced consistently, the foundation of all personal successes. Intentional investments compound, creating a ripple effect that reshapes your mindset, enhances your capabilities of all personal successes, and accelerates your progress toward long-term success. Consider the cumulative impact of just 1 hour a day over the course of a year. All personal successes, reading 15 minutes daily results in the completion of 10-12 books, and equipping you with insights, strategies, 7 wisdom that inform your decisions and elevate your expertise. Regular movement not only improves physical health, but also enhances cognitive function. The foundation of all personal successes, energy levels, and emotional resilience, making you more productive and focused in all areas of life. Meaningful interactions, even in small doses. Personal successes build a network of support, collaboration, and opportunity, increasing your influence and access to valuable resources. Finally, daily reflection of all personal successes, daily intention setting reinforce a mindset of growth, confidence, and clarity. All personal successes, ensuring that you remain aligned with your goals even in the face of adversity. These elements work together to create a self-reinforcing cycle of progress. All personal successes, as you gain knowledge, you develop new skills that increase your value and effectiveness. As you improve your physical health, through personal successes, you enhance your ability to perform at a high level. As you strengthen relationships, you open doors to mentorship, partnerships, all personal successes, and support systems that accelerate your growth. And as you refine your mindset through reflection, the very foundation of all personal successes, you cultivate the resilience and confidence needed to overcome obstacles and persist through challenges. The very of all personal successes, the beauty of this system is that it does not require drastic changes or extreme discipline from the outset. All personal successes, it is built on the principle of consistency rather than intensity. Even if you only manage 10 minutes of reading, 5 minutes of movement, that are foundational personal successes, and a brief reflection session on some days, the act of showing up reinforces the habit and strengthens your identity as someone committed to growth. Over time, if personal successes, these small efforts accumulate into significant progress, making it easier to maintain momentum and expand your efforts. More importantly, of all personal successes, our daily revolution is not about achieving external success. It is about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about developing discipline, To have all personal successes, resilience and self-awareness. It is about designing a life where you are not merely reacting to circumstances, but actively shaping your future. The foundation of all personal successes, the habits you build today determine the person you become tomorrow. And by investing just 1 hour a day, all personal successes, you set yourself on a trajectory of continuous improvement. As you move forward, remember that transformation is not an event, but a process. The very foundation of all personal successes is not about waiting for the perfect moment, but about making the most of the moments you already have. Your future self is watching. The very foundation of all personal successes, shaped by the choices you make today. Will you continue drifting through life, waiting for motivation to strike? Or will you take control of your time? Successes are your habits and your destiny. The answer lies in your daily actions. Start now. Commit to the one, our daily revolution, and watch as your life transforms. One small, consistent step at a time.